Hello, welcome to Higher Ground Gaming. This is Eric. Today we're going to play another game from our 1905 season replay featuring the New York Giants, who are currently 37-18 in second place. They just got done with a 4-game series against the first place Chicago Cubs, and unfortunately they've lost 3 out of 4 in that series and are now 3 games out of first place. But they're glad to be there. They're in St. Louis now against the St. Louis Cardinals, who are hapless on the season, only 15 wins on the season. I think 15-40 is their actual record. And they play at Robison Park, which they played until 1920. Unfortunately, there are not any good photos of that. This is the best photo I could get. So I went with it. So bear with it. It's kind of a close-up a little bit, but we'll see. So it's going to be a little blurry, but this is, again, the best photo from this angle. There were other photos from the outfield which were a little bit better, but again, you can't play it like that on Action PC, so we're going to go with this. So we'll see how it goes. So anyway, Giants at 37-18. Joe McGinnity is on the hill, and let's get started. Bresnahan currently has an 11-game hitting streak.
Pitching for St. Louis, Buster Brown. Leading off for New York, center fielder, Mike Donlin.
Yes, you heard that right. Buster Brown is pitching for the St. Louis Cardinals. Hopefully he has good shoes. Well, welcome to Robison Field, where New York will take on St. Louis. Joe McGinnity will start for New York. He's made 12 starts on the year and is 8-5 with a record of ERA of 3.10. It'll be a second start against St. Louis. He's 1-0 with a 2.0 earned run average against the Cardinals. He'll be opposed by Buster Brown for St. Louis. He's made 11 starts on the year. He's only 3-8 with an ERA of 3.75. His second start against New York. He's 1-0 with a 2.00 earned run average, also against New York. So both pitchers are 1-0 with a 2.2 ERA against the respective teams. So New York catcher Roger Bresnahan is riding an 11-game hitting streak, so hopefully he can add to that today, and the Giants can get back to their winning ways. So alright, so this is a horrible field here. We'll see what we can do here. This was, again, the best we could get it, so we'll see how it plays. So, alright. So the lineup for the visiting New York Giants is going to be Mike Donlin in center field. He'll be followed by George Brown in right field. George Brown. Batting third, Roger Bresnahan, who's riding the 11-game hitting streak behind the plate. Batting cleanup is Dan McGann, and he did not have a very good life after baseball, unfortunately. Within a few years, he was deceased. He had committed suicide, I think in 1909 or 1910, so unfortunately. I guess there's some gambling or money issues or some kind of mental illness or something like that I know went on. It was going on in his family at the time. So unfortunately, he would not last too much longer after this season. So Dan McGann batting cleanup, playing first. Batting fifth is Sammy Strang in left field. Art Devlin, the third baseman, will hit sixth, followed by Bill Dowling, the shortstop. Batting eighth is Billy Gilbert, and on the hill batting ninth is Joe McGinnity. So we'll see how this plays on this field here. I'm not expecting that it's going to play too well, but Mike Donlin is riding a 7-game hitting streak. So if we can extend that too. So he comes in hitting .364 on the season with 3 homers and 26 runs batted in, 9 doubles and 7 triples. So Brown, again, is 3-8 in the season, 3.75 earned average, 96 innings pitched, 102 hits allowed, 3 home runs allowed, 36 walks, 17 strikeouts, whip of 1.43. Or 1.44 if you round it up, and batters are hitting .277 against him. So Brown looks in for the sign. Here's a windup in the pitch. It's not too bad.
Right fielder.
So Shea makes the catch for out number 1. So George Brown up there now. George Brown hitting .320 on the season with 2 homers, 39 runs batted in, 4 doubles, 8 triples. And it's a strikeout for Brown. So to bring up Roger Bresnahan, see if he can extend his hitting streak right away here. He's hitting .372 on the season, having a fine season. 27 runs batted in with 14 doubles, 2 triples. So Brown looks in for the sign from Warner. He has to wind up in the pitch. And they hit him. So he won't extend the hitting streak. Brings up Dan McGann, .284 with 3 homers and 46 runs batted in. I believe their RBI leader with 9 doubles and 5 triples. So Bresnahan gets the lead. Beckley holding him on first. Brown looks in for the sign. Looks at the runner. Here's the delivery. And it's going to be a strike outside corner. 1-1 the count now. Quickly in the hole, 1-2 of the swing and a miss. Count evens at 2. And that's popped up behind the plate. A lot of Roman foul territory here, but Warner's unable to catch it as it goes into the stands. So 2-2 the count. And that's going to be a fly ball to right. And that's going to be in the stands, out of play. So the count remains 2-2. And that's going to be a ground ball to short. They're going to go over to first. And that will do it.
St. Louis coming to bat. Pitching for New York, Joe McGinnity.
So Joe
Leading
McGinnity.
off for St. Louis, first baseman, Jake Beckley.
So Joe McGinnity on the hill. 3.10 earner and average, 8-5 record, 104 2/3 innings pitched, 111 hits allowed, 4 home runs allowed, 20 walks, and 28 strikeouts with a whip of 1.25. Batters are hitting .268 against him. So the lineup for the St. Louis Cardinals is going to be Jake Beckley, the first baseman, will lead it off. In left field, Spike Shannon will bat second. Homer Smoot batting third. The center fielder batting cleanup is Jake Dunleavy. Batting fifth behind the plate is John Warner. Batting sixth, the shortstop, Danny Shea. Seventh, second baseman, Harry Arndt. Third baseman, Jimmy Burke hits eighth, and on the hill, Buster Brown bats ninth. And 4 out of the first 5 hitters are lefties, with Shannon being a left fielder hitting second. Being a switch hitter. So, all right. So Beckley up to the plate. Comes in hitting .286 with 14 runs batted in. 6 doubles, 6 triples. Again, he looks in for the sign from Bresnahan as they'll wind up in the pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball, and that'll get in there.
Left fielder, Spike Shannon.
So a base hit for Beckley. Good start for the Cardinals. Spike Shannon up to the plate now. Comes in hitting .260 with 24 runs batted in. 4 doubles and a triple. Beckley gets his lead. McGann holding him on. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be a bunt. And that'll get the runner over to second. So a successful sacrifice on the wheel play.
Center fielder, Homer Smoot.
So Homer Smoot up there now with a chance to put the Cardinals on the board. He's hitting .239 with 11 runs batted in. 5 doubles, 4 triples. Here's the wind up in the pitch, and that's going to be ball 1, low and inside. 2-0 the count. In there for a strike. So Smoot is riding a 6-game hitting streak, and make that a 7-game hitting streak as Gilbert cannot get the ball in, and we're not going to throw it home. Only 34% chance, so that will get the run home. So St. Louis on the board first. So Dunleavy in there now, hitting .266 with 14 runs batted in. 3 doubles, 3 triples. Smoot gets his lead off at first. Again, hold him on. Here's the windup in the pitch. And it's going to be ball 1. And he's going to steal. And he's in there. So another running and scoring position for Dunleavy. And he pops it up behind the plate. Bresnahan gives chase, but that's going to go out of play. 2-1 the count now. 3-1 now. And full count now on Dunleavy. And that's going to be a dribbler. Nice play by Dahlin. Holds the runner. Oh, no, he doesn't hold the runner.
Catcher, John.
Looked like he was gonna there, but he broke late and headed to third. So 2 down now. The runner on third for John Warner. Comes in hitting .247 with 5 runs batted in, a double and a triple. See if he can add to the Cardinal lead. Dribble to first, and that's going to go foul. Another one behind the plate. Bresnahan goes back, but that's going to be out of play. And it's a strikeout, so only 1 run allowed.
St. Louis 1, New York 0. Left fielder, Sammy Strang.
But after 1, it's 1-0 St. Louis. So Sammy Strang up to the plate, hitting an even .500 with a homer and 12 runs batted in, getting a start today in left. And that's going to be hit deep to center field. And that'll be caught, though, by Smoot. So 1 down now for Art Devlin. Third baseman hitting .245 with 31 runs batted in. 4 doubles, 6 triples. Here's the pitch by Brown. Popped up behind the plate. Might have a play on this one, and he does. So Warner takes advantage of the immense foul territory and makes the catch for out number 2. Bill Dahlin up now, only hitting .235 with 2 homers, 37 runs batted in, 8 doubles, 4 triples, and that will be a strikeout.
No runs, no misses.
3 strikeouts now for Brown.
St. Louis 1, New York 0.
So after 1.5, it remains 1-0 St. Louis. Shea up to the plate now, hitting just .210 with 10 runs batted in, 5 doubles, and that's going to be up against the wall.
Second baseman, Harry.
Donlin gets it back in, but not before Shea is in scoring position with nobody out. So Harry Arndt up there now. .236 hitter with 16 runs batted in, 3 doubles, 2 triples. And it's going to be ball 1. Looks like he's going to sacrifice. That'll get the runner over.
Third baseman, Jimmy Burke.
So an RBI opportunity for Burke here. Hitting just .225 on the season with 17 runs batted in. I don't think any of the... There's just a few home runs on the season for... These are the actual stats. So let's take a look at the... let's switch to the actual stats here now that we've got over 50 games in. Or the replay stats. Yeah, so no home runs for any of the St. Louis players at all. Just a few. Definitely a lot more for the Giants, but batting average is not very good for St. Louis overall. Thus, that's why they're 15-40. So Burke up there now. Burke steps into the box. Shea at third with 1 down now. And it's going to be ball 1 as it bounces on the plate. 1-1 the count, swing and a miss. 2-1 the count now. And that's hit a long way to left. But Strang will make the catch. It'll be deep enough to get the run home. And it's 2-0 St. Louis now. So Buster Brown up there now, hitting just .079 on the season. Does have a triple. 2 runs batted in. 3 runs scored. And that's a foul ball down the left field line. And that's going to be hit to second. Gilbert upward over McGann, and that'll do it.
1 run, 1 hit, no errors. St. Louis 2, New York 0. Second baseman, Billy Gilbert.
So the Giants in the hole after 2-0. Billy Gilbert to lead it off, hitting .248 on the season, 20 runs batted in, 5 doubles and a triple. And that's a dribble to third. Third baseman has it, over to first. And that'll do it for Gilbert. So Joe McGinnity up there now, having a fine season at the plate, hitting .275 with 3 runs batted in, 5 doubles. And he continues his hot hitting, and he'll have himself a 1-out single. So that'll bring up Mike Donlin, top of the order. Donlin's still trying to extend that 7-game hitting streak. Here's the pitch. Ball 1. Beckley holding on McGinnity at first. And swing and a miss. 1-1. 2-1 the count now. Count goes to 3-1. And that's going to be a base hit. McGinnity will hold at second, so Giants have something going in the top of the third. First and second, 1 down for George Brown. See if he can knock in a run here and get the Giants on the board. That's going to be ball 1. And that's hit a long way to right. That's going to be caught, though. And McGinnity will tag and move to third as Dunleavy catches it up against the wall. So runners at the corners with 2 down. For Bresnan, this would be a great time for him to extend his 11-game hitting streak. That would put the Giants on the board. So count quickly in the hole, 0-2. 1-2 now. And that's going to be foul ball down the left field line, so still 1-2. Count will even at 2. Full count now. Runners will be off. At least Donlin will be at first. And that's a foul ball. So Bresnan hanging tough here. And that's going to be a ground ball to second. And that will be it for the Giants.
2 hits, no errors. St. Louis 2, New York 0.
So the Giants waste an opportunity. It remains 2-0 St. Louis after 2.5. Beckley up there now. Singled his first time up. And it's going to... Oh, Donlin has trouble with... McGann has trouble with that one. So, Beckley will reach on the E3. Shannon up there now. McGann will hold the runner on. It's going to be high and away. Ball 1. Another sacrifice. McGinnity off the hill. Over to first on the wheel play. And that will get the runner in the scoring position. So Smoot up there now. Smoot singled his first time up. RBI single. See if he can get another RBI here. And that's going to be a solid hit. And that is going to be a triple. So another single run for the Cardinals, and it's 3-0. That'll bring up Dunleavy. Dunleavy 0 for 1. And that's a foul ball down the right field line. That's a dribbler, another dribbler down the right field line. So 1-2 the count now. That one's popped up. Right fielder Brown will make the catch. Runner tags and scores. So that'll make it 4-0 St. Louis. The Giants' hole deepens. It brings up Warner 0 for 1. And he strikes him out, 10th inning.
1 hit, 1 error. St. Louis 4, New York 0.
The Giants now trail by 4. McGann coming up. McGann 0 for 1. And that's going to be a fly ball to left. Third baseman gives chase, but that's going to be out of play. And that's going to drop in there for a base hit. As Brown had a bad angle on that one. Sorry, Dunleavy had a bad angle on that one. So McGann will reach. So Sammy Strang up there now. Strang 0 for 1 on the day. Runner being held on. That's deep to left, and his counterpart will make the catch as McGann goes back to the bag. 1 down now. So that'll bring up Art Devlin. 0 for 1 on the day. Swing and a miss for strike 1. 0-2 the count now. 1-2 now. And that's a dribble to second. This could be 2 over to second for 1. No return throw. So fielder's choice. Devlin reaches. Devlin with good speed, and no, catcher's really good there. He's at 8 rating, so we're not going to try to steal. Not down by 4. So up to Bill Dowling to try to extend the inning here. 0 for 1 so far. And he will. And Devlin will go first to third. So runners at the corners for 2 down. For Billy Gilbert. Dowling has 12 steals on the season, but we're not going to try it here. Not down by 4. And that's going to be late called strike 1. And that'll be a base hit, so that'll get the Giants on the board. And do we want to send... I don't think we want to send him not down by 3 now. So McGraw decides to hold the runner, so Giants do get on the board here. So see if McGinnity, he's 1 for 1 so far, see if he can extend the inning and help himself out. And that's fouled back out of play, strike 1. And that's going to be a dribbler. And that will end the inning. But the Giants do get on the board. So it's 4-1 after 3.5. Oh, actually, hold on here. Let's see what happened here. Oh, it's going to be a base hit as I guess McGinnity, they did not get the ball. It's not in time. So the inning will continue. See if the Giants can take advantage of it. Donlin up there now, 1 for 2. It's going to be ball 1, high and tight. And that's going to be just below the belt for strike 1, 1-1. And that's going to be a fly ball to left. Back, and not sure exactly what's going on there. Looks like it was caught. Looks like it was caught up against the wall.
No errors. St. Louis.
So now the inning is over. So 4-1 St. Louis as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Shea 1 for 1 up to the plate now. He'll bat from the left. I mean from the right, sorry. Because he is a righty. Alright, so Arndt up there now as Shea gets himself his second hit of the day. He's being held on. Not much of a threat to run. And throw over to first anyway. He's back safely, a little shorter lead now. So a little dribble, another bunt, that's going to go foul. We're going to play the corners in. See if we can get the lead runner at second, as Shea has a short lead. And that's going to be a ball, so full count now. So he won't be bunting now. Actually, shouldn't have been bunting before, so we're back to normal depth. And that was weird. It was a red safe. You don't normally it's blue safe or different color. But anyway, it's a strikeout, but Shea gets his 5th stolen base of the season. So 1 out with a runner in scoring position. Burke up there now 0 for 1. And that's a dribble. That'll get the runner over anyway. McGann takes it himself for out number 2. So Brown up there now. Brown 0 for 1. That's going to be ball 1, high and tight. 2-0 the count. Quickly gets behind. And that's a smack to third. Nice play by Devlin over to first to end the inning.
Runs, 1 hit, no errors. St. Louis 4, New York 1.
So finally the Cardinals do not score. And we head to the top of the 5th with the Giants down by 3. Brown up there now 0 for 2. Brown facing Brown. And he pops up to center for out number 1. Bresnahan's still trying to extend his 11-game hitting streak. And just fouled down the first base line. So 3-2 the count now. And he'll draw the walk. So he's been on base, just not via the hit. So McGann up there now, 1 for 2. That's popped up down. First baseman gives chase, and that's just out of his reach. And another base hit for McGann. This time we're going to try to get Bresnahan to third there, with less than 2 down. We're going to risk it here. Oh, not smart by Bresnahan, down by 3. As he's nailed by Dunleavy. I should have looked at his arm there. His arm was a 9. Oh, well, too late now, though. So, a bad base running play by Bresnahan. So, Sammy Strang up there now. McGann at first. Ball 1. 1-1 the count. 2-1. 3-1. And that's hit to right and deep, but that's going to be caught to end the inning.
No errors. St. Louis 4, New York 1.
So hopefully that won't prove, that base running blunder by Bresnahan won't prove costly. Although they are down by 3 still. So Beckley up there now, hitting 1 for 2 on the day. And a dribbler to second. Gilbert up it over McGann for out number 1. Shannon up there now. Shannon sacrificed twice so far. He won't be sacrificing this time, because I don't think he will. And he'll draw the walk. So that'll bring up Smoot, perfect 2 for 2 on the day. Ball 1. Shannon with a small lead at first. 2-0 the count. And that's riveted to left. Nope. Hold it. So they'll get another run home. He'll score all the way from first. So 5-1 now. So Dunleavy up there now 0 for 2 with an RBI opportunity. And Brown comes charging it. Smoot's going to hold that third. So runners at the corners for Warner, 0 for 2. As Bresnahan goes out to talk to McGinnity. So strike 1. That's a fly ball to right. Brown makes the catch, runner tags, and he'll score easily. So 6-1 now as the Cardinals keep tacking on. Shea 2 for 2 up to the plate now. So Giants digging themselves a hole. 0-2 the count. 1-2 now. And that's going to be a, look like a wild pitch there. It is. So Dunleavy will move into scoring position. The Giants' troubles continue. Full count now. And that's a little dribbler. Nice play by Gilbert behind the bag. Makes the play over to first to finally end the inning.
No errors. St. Louis 6, New York 1.
So 6-1 now for, it'll be Devlin, Dahlin, and Gilbert up against Brown, who's cruising along. First baseman will take to the bag himself for out number 1. Dahlin up there now 1 for 2, hits at the center. Smoot will make the catch. So 2 up and 2 down for the Giants. Here in the 6th, and a strikeout. Giants go in order.
St. Louis 6, New York 1.
So 6-1 as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Arndt up there now, 0 for 1 officially. That one's hit deep to right. Nice running catch by Brown for out number 1. Burke 0 for 2 up there now. And that's going to be a base hit. See if he stretches it to second. Nope. Takes a big turn and holds at first. So 1-0 the count now. 2-0 on Brown. That's good. Can this be 2? Over to second for 1. 6-4-3 double play, it looks like. Nope, Brown gets in there. Beats it out. Looks like McGann might have a beef there. But Brown is called safe, so the inning continues. Beckley 1 for 3 up there now. Strike 1 called. 1-1. 2-1 now. That's a ground ball. McGann will flip to McGinnity covering to end the inning.
No runs, 1 hit, no errors. St. Louis 6, New York 1.
So it remains 6-1 as we head to the 7th. Giants need to start chipping away. McGinnity 2 for 2 up to the plate. Strikes out for out number 1. Donlin up there now, 1 for 3. Donlin will have his second hit of the day. So Brown being held on, but he's not going anywhere. Sorry, Donlin being held on. Brown 0 for 3 up to the plate. So the catcher goes out to talk to the Brown. Ball 1. 1-1. 1-2 now. Count evens at 2. And that's hit to left. Deep but not deep enough. And Donlin will not try to advance the second. So Bresnan, time is running out for to extend his 11-game hitting streak. Strike 1. Swing at a bad one there, and he gets hit again for the second time. So the Giants will take it no matter how they get it. So first and second for. So you have a little delay here. Not sure exactly what's going on here. It's weird. So McGann up there now with a chance to chip away at the deficit. So strike 1. Quickly in the hole, 0-2. 1-2 now. Count will even at 2. So runners will be off with the full count here. And that's hit to center field. Deep, back, and a nice running catch for Smoot. And that ends it for the Giants. So the Giants unable to capitalize. Still a 5-run deficit as we hit to the bottom of the 7th. Getting up to 97 pitches. Shannon up there now. And he will reach. He gets his first hit of the day. Smoot with perfect 3 for 3 with 3 hits. Throw over to first. He's back safely. Ball 1 high. And liner to Gilbert makes the catch for out number 1. Dunleavy 1 for 3 up to the plate now. And that's going to go out of play. Count evens at 1. Little dribble. This could be 2 behind the bag. And Dahlen makes the play, but unable to get it out of his glove, so he'll hold on to it. So 2 outs now. Throw over to first. Dunleavy back safely. Strike 1. 1-1 now on Warner. Hitless on the day. 2-1 now. 3-1. And that's going to be a base hit. Runner was off on the contact. We'll make it to third, so runners at the corners. Giants need to hold the Cardinals at 6 runs. Can't afford to go back behind anymore. Shea up to the plate, 2 for 3. And nice play by McGann. He'll flip it to McGinnity to end the inning.
No runs, 2 hits, no errors. St. Louis 6, New York 1.
So Sammy Strang to lead it off. He's 0 for 3 on the day. Hits it deep to center. Smoot back, and that's going to be off the wall. And Strang is going to try for 3, and he'll make it. Oh, it's going to be inside the Parker, and is that an official inside the Parker, or is there an error on the play? An inside the park home run for Sammy Strang. Maybe that'll get the Giants bats going there. So 6-2 now. So a nice start to the top of the 8th for the Giants. So it'll bring up Devlin. Devlin's hitless on the day. And deep and short. Plenty of time to get a runner. So Shea with a nice play in the hole. So Dowling up there now, 1 for 3. Another play by Shea in the hole. And another out. So Gilbert 1 for 3 up there now. Little dribbler. Poor play. And they're going to credit it with Gilbert with a base hit. So, the Cubs continue to dominate here, 11-1 over Brooklyn. So the Cubs on a roll here. So the Giants will fall to 4 games out if the scores hold up. Alright, so that'll bring up McGinnity, 2 for 3 on the day. Trying to extend the inning here. So ball 1. And his counterpart will make the play to end the inning.
2 hits, no errors. St. Louis 6, New York 2.
So the Giants with just the 1 run on the inside the park homer by Sammy Strang. And it's 6-2 as we head to the bottom of the 8th. McGinnity up to 110 pitches in there. And looks good on the strikeout. Gets his 4th K of the day. Gilbert at first. McGann takes the bag himself for out number 2. So the Giants could use a 1-2-3 inning here. Brown up there now, 0 for 3. Oh, and they won't get it. As they had insult to injury. The pitcher Brown gets a triple. So Beckley 1 for 4 in there now. Let's see how McGinnity is here. Looks good, so we'll keep him in there. And McGann makes the catch to the line to end the inning.
St. Louis 6, New York 2.
So last chance for the Giants here, down by 4. Donlin 2 for 4 up there now. Brown up to 122 pitches in there. So strike 1, swing and a miss. 1-1 now. 2-1. Oh, full count now. And that's going to fall in there. So, good start to the 9th there. George Brown 0 for 4 up to the plate now. In the dirt, ball 1. 1-1 the count now. And another base hit, so very good start here as Donlin is gonna, no, we're gonna hold him. So runners on first and second, first 2 runners on for the Giants. For Bresnahan, this would be an excellent time to him to extend his hitting streak. This might be the last chance here. Strike 1 at the knees. 1-1 the count. 1-2 now. Ah, he strikes out, so Bresnahan's hitting streak could be at an end now unless the Giants can rally here. So McGann 2 for 4 up to the plate now. Popped up behind the plate. And that'll be out of play. And 1-1 now on McGann. Another pop up behind the plate. This one will go back in the stands also. So 1-2 now. Count evens at 2, and the final in Chicago as the Cubs beat Brooklyn 11-1. And that's going to be a base hit, so Giants are not dead yet. Nope, we're going to hold them here. So that's going to load the bases, so the tying run will come to the plate. Sammy Strang, this would be an excellent time for him to have another inside the park home run. That would tie the game. So let's see if they keep Brown in there. So Strang looks in. Brown looks in for the sign from Warner, and that's going to be to center. This won't get the job done, but it may get a run home. It will get at least a run home, and the runner in second moves to third. So 6-3 now. So it's up to Art Devlin if the game is to continue. Let's take a look. Maybe we'll pinch hit for him. We don't really have anybody to play third, but right now it's not a worry. I think we're going to bring in Sam Mertes. He's a little bit better hitter. Devlin's only hitting a 246 hitter. And Mertes is... Let's check and see what... do we want to bring in Mertes? Let's cancel. Let's look at Mertes' numbers here. So Mertes, 267 on the season, 231 against the lefties, and 275. I think we're gonna do it. We're gonna bring in Mertes here to pinch hit. Devlin's day is done.
New York, Sam Mertes.
So Mertes up there now. Trying to extend the inning. 2 down now, runners at the corners, down by 3. Ball 1, low and outside. 2-0 the count. And it's going to be swinging a bad pitch there, 2-1. 3-1 the count now. We're going to take one here. Yeah, full count now. And he's going to pop it up, and that's going to end it. And Giants are able to bring the tying run up to the plate, but only can get a run out of it. So 6-3 is going to be our final.
Final score from Robeson Field, St. Louis 6, New York 3. Buster Brown picks up the win. He is now 4-8 on the season. Joe McGinnity picks up the loss. He is now 8-6. Sammy Strang hit home run number 2 on the season. Time of the game, 2 hours, 1 minute.
That's not Wiltsey. Wiltsey didn't hit the home run. I don't know why they have Wiltsey up there now. That's an error there. That should be. I think that should be Sammy Strang there. Anyway, that's it for the Giants, who continue to struggle. Now 4 games out of first with the loss and Chicago win. So let's take a look at the pitching first. So Brown goes the distance, allowing 13 hits, only 3 runs though, all of them earned. The one inside the park home run, the Strang, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts, 147 pitches, 93 strikes, 54 balls. ERA 3.69 now. Game score of 53. For McGinnity, pitches a complete game, going the 8 innings, 11 hits, 6 runs, only 4 of them earned. 1 walk, 4 strikeouts, 119 innings pitched, 119 pitches, 72 strikes, 47 balls. ERA 3.20 now. Well, for the game, I think. Let's see here. Game score of 43. For the St. Louis, Beckley went 1 for 5 with 2 runs scored. Shannon officially just 1 for 1. Had a few sacrifices there. 1 run scored, 1 walk. Smoot was 3 for 4 with 2 runs scored, 3 runs batted in. I think he's going to be the player of the game. It's going to be Smoot. Made some good catches too. Had a double and a triple. Dunleavy 1 for 4 with an RBI, as was Warner. Shea 2 for 4 with a run scored. Arndt 0 for 3. Burke was 1 for 4 with an RBI, and Brown was 1 for 4 with a triple. So that's for the Cardinals. For the Giants, they did get 13 hits, but only 3 runs. Donlin was 3 for 5 with a run scored. Brown was 1 for 5. Bresnahan, unable to extend his hitting streak, was 0 for 2, was hit by a pitch twice and walked. Was on base 3 times, but no hits, so his hitting streak is over. Donlin's hitting streak extends now. I think it's 7 games. McGann was 3 for 5. Strang was 1 for 5 with 2 runs batted in, including the inside the park homer in the 8th. Devlin 0 for 4 with a run scored. Mertes is a pinch hitter 0 for 1. Dowling 1 for 4. Gilbert 2 for 4, and McGinnity on the hill was 2 for 4 at the plate. So Smoot, yeah, Homer Smoot, MVP of the game. Game-winning RBI for Smoot also. Some poor defense by the Giants. So here is the score sheet for the Giants. Pretty short. And the score sheet for the Cardinals. The recap. Play by play. And that is it. So the New York Giants fall to the lowly St. Louis Cardinals and are now 4 games out of first. So they'll have another game against at least one more game against the Cardinals, probably 2 more at least. So the Cardinals definitely, the Giants definitely have the batting leaders. They're unable to get the runs in the last few games. So Bresnahan is second in the majors with 368 average. Donlin third now, with also tied with 368 average. RBIs, McGann second in the league with 46, 2 behind Wagner. Bresnahan 40 walks on the season, third in the league. Giants leading in batting with 286. Their pitching hasn't been quite as good, especially lately. All-Stars Bresnahan and McGann and Donlin. MVP of the season so far, Honus Wagner. So the Cubs manager is the manager of the year. So that is it. So the New York Giants drop 1 and now 4 games behind out of first. So the game 56 of the season. So thank you for joining me. It's been Yrk from Higher Ground Gaming. We'll see you in the next New York Giants 1905 season replay. So take care. God bless. Bye-bye now. Can't seem to stop it here. Where is the...